Hey students, just a quick lecture video today. This one's going to be nice and easy. We're going to be talking about the File Explorer, which should be pinned to your taskbar at the bottom of Windows. It's that manila envelope right here. Notice my mouse at the bottom. I left click and it opens up. This is a view called Quick Access. It shows all sorts of different recent files that you might have, folders that you use all the time, and on the left side you have all the locations on your computer. Let's maximize this window, which you will remember is this square in the top right. I maximize that, and that blows up and fills the whole screen now. Alright, so notice there's this line right here, and when I put my mouse right over the line, I get arrows going in either direction. I'm going to go ahead and click that, left click that, hold it down, and drag the mouse over so I get a little more breathing room here. Inside of Quick Access, we have some safety, or I guess those aren't safety pins, those are push pins, excuse me. We have some push pins for some pinned items here. We have my desktop, my documents, my downloads, and your pictures. You probably see that as well. Notice that 118 lectures, desktop, file practice 2, and screenshots are also right there. Those I've been using a lot recently, so they come up under my Quick Access, but they don't have that push pin. That means that they're not going to be there all the time. As soon as I stop using those all the time, they're going to go away and be replaced by whatever new folder I've been using. So let's take a quick look at this. Notice by Quick Access we have a little caret pointing down on the left. And when I click that, it collapses. I'm going to go ahead and collapse my Quick Access because as far as terms of like Windows theory, we don't want to talk about Quick Access too much. It's pretty self-explanatory. Let's talk about OneDrive. I go ahead and click here and it's empty. Very nice. I'm glad this pops up. Notice that when you click on that, you have the chance to set it up. So I use some various Microsoft accounts, and none of them I really connect with my Office computer. In fact, I've tried a couple of times, and because of the way Cabrillo sets up the Office computer, it doesn't really work, it doesn't go through. So I don't worry about that too much. As useful as it is, I typically use Google Drive a little bit more. These are what we call cloud computing solutions. Notice these cute little pictures of clouds here, and this is getting ahead of our lessons a little bit, but what cloud computing means is you're storing your files on somebody else's computer instead of your own. I'm just going to press the X here, closing that. I'm going to click the next item right here, this PC. So notice I have some network locations which are not currently connected, and I can tell that because I see those red X's right there. We have devices and drives. I have my Windows, my C drive. We've talked about that Windows drive being the C drive. Notice that we also see how much space I'm using. I have 112 gigabytes free out of 235 gigabytes total. So that's about halfway. I get a little blue bar to let me know I filled up about half of the drive on this computer. We also have a DVD drive. If you don't have a DVD drive on your computer, you're not going to see that. You may see only one drive here, and you may see a whole bunch of drives. It really depends on how the computer is set up. But you will always see that Windows C drive. So let's go ahead and double click on that. Notice on the left side, it jumps down here to the Windows C drive, and I see the folders contained in my Windows drive. I'm going to go back to this PC by left clicking this PC. I'm going to get here a different way. I'm going to click the little caret by Windows. It points at that Windows folder, and when I click it, it's going to point down as it opens up to show all the folders that are contained here. Notice that I can see all these folders on the left, but I don't see any folders on the right. So this can be a handy way to navigate. We have two different options. To see that Windows drive, I can either open it up here, or I can open it up on the right side of the screen. Let's just take a look at Windows. We all have a Windows folder. So I click on Windows and I see a whole bunch of different folders. I can open one up here or I can click on the little caret on the left side and I can open it up there. Notice it does get a little cluttered. Let's open up a couple more folders. And here we go. So notice that as I open up these folders by clicking the carets on the left, again, it doesn't open those up on the right-hand side. However, at any point I want to see what's inside, I can left-click whichever folder I would like, and I can see what's inside that folder right here. So I'm not sure what this is. AppRaiser, I don't know what that is. I'm not going to mess with it because I don't know. And this folder's empty anyways. It's just a good demonstration. Maybe you have the same folder and maybe you don't. Either way, it's okay. So we have what's called a folder tree. And notice it branches down like a tree does. Kind of like a family tree, not like an oak tree. We have the Windows C drive. And then I open the Windows drive. Then I open this App Compat drive. Then I opened AppRaiser. Then I opened AltData. And there are no more folders to enter. So this is what I see. I also see the same file tree up here at the top. This PC, Windows, the Windows drive, that is, the C drive, Windows the folder, App Compat, AppRaiser, and the final subfolder, AltData. So we have all of these different folders here, and notice that I can click on any of these, and I can navigate back to these drives at the very top, which is a very useful way to navigate. So we have this top navigation, which is more useful for going backwards and forwards. We have this left side navigation, clicking on the carets, and then the right side navigation, where we can double click to open folders. One last thing, notice above the Windows drive and above all these other drives, we have some other things, and these are called libraries. We have a 3D Objects library, a desktop library. Desktop is, again, you'll remember from week 1, if I minimize this space right here, and coming back to my File Explorer, we have documents, we have downloads, we have music, pictures, and videos. So these libraries are special to Windows, and what they do are not only hold files, but they can also pull in folders and files from other locations. So they can be very useful in keeping track of all your pictures, all your videos, all your documents, etc. We'll explore that a little more as we go, but right now we're just getting a little basic feel about it and learning some basic terminology. I've written about these a little more in depth. I hope this was helpful to see a video demonstration. And as always, let me know if you have any questions. Thank you.